Hi friends, it's time to set up our Q2 goals. In this video, I'll share my quarterly planning process where we turn annual goals into action steps for the season we're in. Ready to dig in? Grab your planner and a cozy drink, and let's go. Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Amanda Lynn and I love sharing all things planning over here on YouTube. Today is the first time I'm showing all of the behind the scenes of my quarterly planning process, and I hope you find it helpful. Last week in part 1, we reflected on Q1, and honestly, I surprised myself with all that I accomplished. You don't have to watch them in order, but I'll have it linked down below just in case. Right now, we're mapping out the next 3 months by using my quarter at a glance calendar to see what's realistic for the season. We'll also review my annual goals to decide what to bring into Q2. Then we'll break it down month by month using my monthly overview. Both of these printables are available in my freebie library at LostWithoutAPlan.com/free, and it'll be linked down below. And if there's time, there should be, we'll also be setting up my April goals. So let's take the first step, quarter at a glance review. If this is your first time seeing this printable, I designed it to map out my year with ease. It has a Monday start and week numbers, making it perfect for organizing important dates and deadlines and goals by quarter to keep you moving forward. The freebie library has one for every quarter of 2025. You can print them all out at once if you prefer. Last quarter I used the poster size version, but with the move, this size made more sense. I'll add it to the wall once the dust settles. As you can see, I've color-coded it by area of life using my MakseLife markers, but you can use whatever way makes the most sense for you. Some notable events this season. Things are kind of up in the air, to be honest. With the move and all the upcoming school changes, a lot of dates are still unknown. It doesn't look like spring breaks match up. Port V may not get one this year, and from what I found online, they may not even do a 5th grade promotion, which is fine. That said, after reviewing my calendar, it looks like April will be mostly packing, moving, and unpacking madness. In May, we have Girl Scouts camping and end of school year events. In June, it's looking a little bit lighter. We're just wrapping up our bronze board project early in the month. That's great to know because this helps me plan smarter and be realistic about what I can take on. Real quick, at this point in time, I normally map out my ideal week for the quarter. But I'm going to hold off on this until we have Violet's new bell schedule in hand. Also, I need to get transferred over to the new Pilates studio, and that schedule is probably going to be wild too. Alas, I'm in the gathering data stage, but I'll circle back to this during my May planning. Next up, annual goals review and setting quarterly goals. Now I'm going to pull out my monthly checkpoints. These are the things I automatically drop in to stay on track. Last week I realized how ahead I am on my reading goal. Yay! So I'm only pulling in my book club reads for this quarter. But let's be real, packing month equals lots of audiobooks because that's what I will need to stay sane. For fun, we set up our spring bucket list last week and I cannot wait to start checking these things off. For work and learning, work is pretty status quo, but getting my office set up is the #1 priority so that everything else can fall into place. For learning, I definitely need to write down the Purpose-Driven Mom Summit, which is happening right now, April 7th through 11th. It's a free summit with amazing productivity and planning sessions. I'll link it down below in case you want to check it out. I also want to take a masterclass this quarter. Since home is my big focus, I'm eyeing Joanna Gaines' class. It's about designing a home that tells a story. There are a few home-themed classes that I have on my list too, so I might sprinkle them in for fun. Family. This is a big one. With the move, I want to make sure we still prioritize connection and don't get totally lost in the chaos. To do that, I'm planning to keep up with weekly game nights to keep the mood light. We'll also be exploring our new city, so it starts to feel like home, and intentional downtime, because we're going to need it with all that unpacking. Also, I want to check in with my friends regularly so they don't think I've disappeared into a pile of moving boxes. For health, last quarter I checked off all the things on my appointment list. We do have blood work before we leave and a dental appointment late in June. I couldn't let go of our current dentist just yet, so we planned a vacation around it. For movement, I'll be adjusting to the new Pilates studio schedule and getting back on track with walks and my step challenges. For growth, we're wrapping up the year with our Girl Scout troop in LA by finishing up our Bronze Award project and enjoying a cookie reward camp out. Eventually, I'll need to switch to a new council, but I'm pushing that off until summer since the Girl Scout year starts in September. For finances, we have a lot of expenses in queue for the move, including house repairs, moving costs, and transfers of utilities and whatnot. So for right now, I'm just focusing on keeping up with billing and deposits, updating my address for all the future payments and bills. That's going to be a lot, but I'm adding it to the list. And lastly, we have home. This is the big kahuna. We'll be packing, moving, and unpacking in April and May, doing fix-its and utility transfers. And then for car maintenance, I'll just focus on doing a weekly tidy and an oil change before Q2 ends. Okay, now that I have that, I will move over to the monthly overview. Again, it's a freebie on my website, LostWithoutAPlan.com/free. I use it to help break down the goals I have into actionable steps and to stay motivated. I've already filled in the important dates for my command center, so now I'm just adding in the goal focuses for the month. Since this video is a little long, I'll just be showing April's, and I'll fill May and June off camera. April's main focus will be home, and goal number 1 is pack it all up. Goal number 2 is unpack it. I'm going to focus on some main rooms for this first unpacking session, and then settle in by doing the registration for school, getting connected in my gym, finding our new routine and our new way of life. These are the main important dates for the month. Then I want to stop procrastinating and stick with routines. I have a little bit of my personal, I have my video schedule so I could try to get ahead before we leave. And then for admin, I need to pick up the school papers from her current school so I can drop them off at her new school. So now that I have my monthly overview set up, I'm going to actually add a little bit of fluff to this calendar page so that it looks pretty. I've already put in some major things that I have going on just for my own knowledge. Like deadline, World Thinking Day, our Family Rescue Center, our possible move date. I'm not really sure about that yet. It's supposed to be around this time. Easter, I have a couple of my tasks, and then the Girl Scouts annual meeting and volunteer recognition dinner. That's what I have on the schedule. I'm just going to add a little bit of washi to pep up this spread. This washi here is also from the Hankin Plan. This washi here is also from the Hankin Plan Advent Calendar for 2023. And I've also pulled some headers from that as well, since, as you can see, this was the Sunday start and I removed all the days of the week. So I have that. This is a cute little seal from the Coffee Monsters Co. that says new quarter with these ones. Maybe I'll do the green one since this is the start of a new quarter. So fun. And now for the final step, adding this to my MakseLife planner. I use the Undated MakseLife planner, so I pre-dated everything for the year with a Monday start and the week numbers for consistency. This spread is mainly just for catching my reading log so that I can have it at a glance along with my goals, since reading is one of my main goals. And that looks cute. Moving on to monthly goals. So as I said on my monthly overview, the main focus is going to be home related, but I also have my monthly goals for the channel. This is just my standard tasks. I will be reading Sunrise on the Reaping. That one just came out, I think, the last couple weeks of March, but I haven't gotten to it yet. I wanted to finish all the other things on my April list. So I have that one first. It did already download into my database, so I'm excited about that one. Then for Purpose Driven Mom Club, we're reading The Anxious Generation, and I have already read this because the school wanted us to read it so that we knew like something about their methodology that they teach at the school that Violet was going to this year. But it was very helpful. It was kind of read a lot like a a textbook. So this one I definitely recommend in Audible. It's a lot of facts. And then for fun and recreation, we have Easter. Violet's going to go see the Minecraft movie with a couple of friends. And then we're going to see what we can do about a spring break activity, as she probably won't actually get a spring break. For work and learning, I do have deadline and then my web and my email. I have my monthly planning session, and I wanted to take one master class. This is really dark. Is it bleeding through? Nope. Gotta love Moxie paper. For family relationships, we're just focusing on trying to have some game nights. I'm assuming that the switch will get hooked up early on in the move time, or we'll try to get one before, one after. We'll figure it out. And then Violet's last day at this school. Then I have Pilates 10 times here. I'm not sure if that's going to work because of the mid-month switch, but I'm going to try to get as many classes in before we move, and hopefully when I subscribe at the new location that I can find some classes. It's hard though because they fill up really fast. The classes that I like to take are also very popular. I do have one more doctor's appointment, and then I want to wear my watch every day to keep track of my steps and all of that stuff and keep that going. For spiritual and personal growth, we have our World Thinking Day meeting, we have the AMBR awards, we have the family rescue event, we have the Bronze Award meeting, and a leader meeting. This month I have the Coffee Monsters Co. subscription is quarterly, and it bills, it's like every 3 months. So that's why I have that there. I have deposits 1 and 2. I need to track my moving costs, just keep all the receipts. Packing, move, unpacking, and a weekly car reset, because I'm assuming there will be a lot of car activity. So I just need to make sure that I am scheduling time to tidy my car every week so it doesn't drive me crazy. And that's my quarterly planning session. I hope this video helped you see how I break down big goals into manageable steps at the quarterly and monthly levels. Do you have any questions about my process? If you do, drop them down below and we'll chat. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so that you get notified of my next video. Wishing you all the best in quarter 2. Bye for now.